For realtors to show owner-occupied homes, it is a privilege, not a right. So here are 10 quick tips to make sure that your etiquette game is up to snuff.
Hey, I'm Cynthia Peterson with eXp Realty, and I'm here to make sure that as a brand new realtor, you know how to navigate this crazy world.
Most sellers have cameras outside of the home to make sure that their home's safe while they're away. So keep this in mind as you're walking up to the home. Stay on the concrete. Don't veer off and walk through their beautifully manicured grass. Even if it's not beautifully manicured, don't walk on the grass. When you're walking up to the property, make sure that you have a free hand because you never know what's going to be coming out of the home. When you approach that front door, knock loudly. Then when you enter, be sure to reach out and say, "Realtor, I am entering." Why is this? Because if it's not an owner-occupied property, there might be someone living there that no one knows of, and the last thing you want is to have your hands full and someone comes running out of that property. Typically, you're looking at about a 30-minute window of having time in the property, so keep that in mind. And if you're running late, please text or call the listing agent to let them know so that they can inform the sellers. If the home is owner occupied, I always like to make sure to text the listing agent to let them know when we've exited the property. So we never talk terms, price, anything like this inside of the home. In fact, I tell my clients, keep all your feedback until we get back out to the cars. That way they don't hear your ooh, ahs. And if we're talking about the home in a negative light, we don't want to offend that seller. As inquisitive as we want to be, keep the drawers and refrigerator closed if it's an owner-occupied property. Lord knows what they've got going on in there. Do not sit on furniture. I've sat on a bed before that just full out collapsed because it was boxes. It was staged furniture. Don't sit on the furniture unless it's an absolute emergency. Do not use restrooms in homes that you're touring. If it's an emergency, and only if it's an emergency, test the water first to make sure that it's running. Set boundaries with your clients up front. If you know that they are bringing Fido, the 85-pound Mastiff, with them, let them know that little Fido, unless they're an emotional support animal or service animal, they cannot enter the home. Do as the sellers ask. If the sellers have let you know that they have a dog in the garage and they don't want you entering the garage, don't go in the garage. Always make sure that you're going through after the buyers leave, making sure that all the doors are securely locked. Also, check the windows. Last and most importantly, be respectful and leave the home as you found it. If the seller had a nightstand light on, leave that on. If the seller had the screen door locked, lock that screen door. Agent etiquette when showing homes is huge. You want to make sure you're not just being compliant, but you're also being respectful.